Hey, it's the 23rd of March. Today was 58 and raining. I do not approve. And this is Your Coast, My Coast. And I pretty much just swam home today. So as Jen said, we went to Rhett Link on Thursday for St. Patrick's Day, and it was fun, and there's a bit of footage of that here.
Are you sure you want a waffle? Are you sure you want some chicken? Yes. Well, I want a waffle, and I want some chicken thighs. Maybe we could find a place for us to compromise. Let's go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of.
Sometimes in life you get the urge to tackle something, and it's a very, very difficult urge to repress. Never before in my life have I ever wanted to tackle anything so badly as I wanted to tackle him. Just like full-on football body tackle to the ground. I have to go.
And then on Sunday, we saw my dad do the LA Marathon. The weather was freaking crazy, like hurricane. There was one point where it was raining so hard we couldn't see 3 feet out of the tent we were in. And it was really cold. So congrats to everyone who finished the marathon. You did fantastic, amazing things. And here's some footage of that. I got to footage before Jen did. Plan complete. It wasn't even a plan, it was just luck. Luck complete. Speaking of complete, I have a challenge to complete. So I'm going to tell you the story about how I almost got arrested when I was 7. So my house looks like this. So my house is red, and then there's a bit of a hill, and then there's some little bit of woods. It's like 3 yard spaces of woods, and then there's the river. And I grew up playing in the woods and near the river, but not necessarily always in, because there's a little bit of a pond and a stream in the woods, so I was fine with that. Anyway, I grew up playing in the woods. And next to the woods was the river, obviously, and the river had a dam on it. So this is the dam, and this is a little bit of a path up to a yard that was vacant. So then there's the dam with an itty-bitty fence just at the very end. So this part here, you fall off this side and you go into the river, you fall off this side, you land on rocks. The water shoots off over here into the river, and then up here is a bike trail. So, growing up, there's a kid down the street named Jake. Now, Jake wasn't necessarily the best kid, but he was a block away, so I played with him a lot, and he got me in trouble as a kid. And this is me and Jake. So, Jake and I are right here. Aren't we so cute? So we always go down and play in the woods. So here we are playing in the woods. It's lots of fun. We also like to play on top of the dam because it was dangerous and fun, and we could. The wall of the dam was like, 2 feet wide. So really, as long as we weren't doing stupid things like running or jumping, which we never did, we just walked along it, we were fine. And I knew how to swim and he knew how to swim. So if we had fallen in the river, we just would have gone over the dam and hopefully survived. Anyway, so we're playing on the dam like we did every day. And my mom knew that we played up there. She wasn't particularly happy about it, but there's no way she's going to keep us off of it. So she just kind of did the whole, as long as you don't come back dead, everything is fine. So we're playing on the dam like I did, walking back and forth and hanging onto the railings and whatnot, pretending to fall, which just meant we'd hold on very tightly and then slowly ease your way off the ledge and go, help, help, I'm falling, and make the other person save you. We did that a lot. So we're playing on the dam. And as we're playing, there's a biker on the bike trail. And he stops and he sees us playing on the dam. And he's like, hey, you kids, get down. And being little brats that we were, because we were 7 and we thought we were invincible, we went, we don't have to get down. We know what we're doing. You can just bike away. And he's like, I'm going to call the police on you. And we're like, no, you're not. But then the biker biked off in the direction of the police station. And we got scared. because being brought home, even though it was only like 1 yard away, by the police was a bad thing when you're 7. It's still a bad thing, but it was bad when you're 7. And so I'm like, hey Jake, do you want to go back to my house and watch some movies? And Jake's like, that's a really good idea. So we walk up the little grassy thing into the yard. And as we're hanging out in the yard, a police officer pulls up in his car and gets out of his car and he says, hey you kids. And we're like, hi. And he's like, someone came to the police station and reported that there were some kids playing on the dam. Do you know anything about that? And we're like, no. We had just come out of the woods. We were like 20 feet from the dam. I'm sure he knew it was us. And we're like, no, that was some older kids. We told them to get down because it was dangerous. We would never go up there because we were lying through our teeth to avoid going to jail. And the police officer goes, well, you could just make sure you stay off of that dam because it's dangerous. And we're like, oh, yes, sir. And he goes, how about some football cards? And we're like, okay. And so then he gives us some football cards. And then he leaves. And we don't get in trouble. So what we learned from that day was, when you go play on the dam and do dangerous things, the police will be called. But then if you lie to them, they will reward you with football cards. So that was a very, very good lesson to learn at the age of 7. So that's my story of when I almost got arrested. And here's a picture of what Jake and I look like. This is the only picture I have. We're probably about 5 in this picture. It's also Christmas. Nope, Santa Claus. So that was my story. I hope you liked it. Yeah. This past week was really crazy with just family stuff and everything kind of exploded. But it's better now. It's much, much, much better now. And I spent the weekend hanging out with my dad, which was fantastic. We had dinner last night, and then he flew home last night. So that was really good to see him. So I'm Saturday, and after the marathon on Sunday, and then last night. So that's about all for me. Sarah, I will see you Friday. Jen, I will see you Monday. I hope you have dry weeks. It's supposed to rain here for like the next forever days. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah. All right. Bye.